Everyone knows so many people are wanting football season to come back really soon. In football, whenever a team goes in for halftime, often they're going to make adjustments and tweaks in order for the reality of what was the first half. Well, the first half of 2020 is anything but what we had planned. About a year ago, maybe a little bit later, the leadership of your church got together to form a budget of what was going to happen for 2020. And what you did, you planned for certain finances to go to missions and so much to go to staff, operations, and then you had a whole list of ministries that you had planned to give to. The light items are out, your church voted on it, but then 2020 actually came and everything started to kind of blow up. I'm going to encourage you to now make this halftime adjustment as we're now right in that second half, July, the rest of 2020. And consider this for now a Corona budget 2.0. Now there's some things that are going to continue. We're able to continue because I've heard from so many churches that you're offering your budgets. They've stayed right on. They've been solid. We're so excited about that. And so what we come now is because the dollars are still there, now what do? Because the mission still remains. And so we're going to keep giving to missions. We know we're going to keep giving for staff. We know operations will come, even though they could tweak. Maybe our power bill could go down because we're not meeting as much, but our cleaning supplies will go up because we need to do some more cleaning things. And then we come to our ministry areas. Now there might be, just because the nature of Corona Ministry and the other situations in our culture, that some of your planned ministries are not happening at all. And so, well, now there's these leftover dollars. Other ministry areas, they're able to continue, but just with a little bit of adjustment. So we can keep those, but maybe what can happen, we're not putting as much into them. But there's other ministries that we can begin maybe to overhaul. And so as you're entering into the second half now of 2020, let me ask you to consider, what does a Corona budget look like? You're doing your core items. Maybe there's some canceled ministries that you're not doing just because of the nature of coronavirus. But now we can take these ministries that God has called us to. How are we going to fund evangelism? How are we going to fund discipleship? And reconfigure our budget for the second half of the mission that is before us in 2020. The mission goes on. Let's make sure we're flexible, we're adaptable for what God has called us to do. This was one way for us to be the church.